But then slowly we met every now and then.
I was dating his sister, by the way.
Yeah, so that time we had that
yeah,
thing going on.
brother beef going on, you know. I must look out for my sister.
Yeah, those young time shits and all that, bro.
How I got into esports was back in 2019. My partner and I, we saw an opportunity whereby esports was coming up in Malaysia, and we noted that there is a small niche whereby mainstream media is not in it just yet, right? We wanted to take the whole visualization of esports and pass it out to people and broadcast it to people to show that, hey, look, although you can't come down to the events, but look, this is the things that are happening now in esports. These are huge events, these are major events, stadium-size events that are ongoing, you know, to participate in, to come in, and we wanted to showcase that. So that was the whole initial purpose of Turning Up, and we started to go with it, just picked up our cameras, whatever we had at home, just picked it up, put on our jackets, and we went with it. Got event to event, introducing ourselves as a media company, and we wanted to just showcase to the world what Malaysian esports can offer. So initially that was the particular idea that we carried out with to start off, and then we wanted to see where we can bring Turning Up from there. So now, as a media company, we're dishing out content, we're writing articles, you know, and we want to move now into more physical events in the sense that we're basically an esports organization. We have different branches. We have the gaming branch where these boys are in. They're participating in a lot of Valorant tournaments and all that. And then we're also looking to creating a whole content team that can dish out YouTube videos, stuff like that. Also still to create awareness around esports. All we're doing is to create awareness for esports in Malaysia. Now with mainstream media in it, it's become a lot more difficult for us as a startup. So to compete with those big guys is very hard. So when mainstream media came into the picture and we had to take a step back, we took a different route and said, okay, look, we can't compete with these guys, right? Their production level is way above our league, right? So when we said take a step back, look at it again, and we said, look, let's get more personal with people this time. Let's get more personal upfront with the influencers, the streamers, the gamers, you know. Look at their stories, look at their background, how they came up, what is holding them back, and try to help them open their eyes and see the avenue and the light in the tunnel, basically. So that was the idea. So now with that, that is our main drive. Was initially our main drive. Now we're trying to move into more towards creating like an academy. Yeah, so we're getting more people involved. We got from just 2 of us, now with God's grace, we have about 15 members on board on the gaming side and also on the content creation side. So everybody's helping out, everybody's pulling their weight, and we're slowly but surely making small footsteps and milestones in our own favor, basically. So that is a nice thing that's coming out of this pandemic. So when I first started Turning Up, right, these boys knew about it, but they were working with a different company at that point of time. So now with the pandemic, sad to say that I don't know how you want to put this. They had to be laid off, in a sense.
Yeah, at the time.
So that was the sad part about it, right?
We actually got retrenched back in 2019, bro.
2019,
right? Yeah. So that's when we actually got retrenched. Then actually we were basically at home doing nothing much because we were all still confused. I don't know what to do next and all.
We're basically family already. So we just want to create a bigger Turning Up family around it, right? And showcase to the world what Malaysian esports can offer. And we are already competing in many international markets already. So our name is well known in Malaysia, just that we got to bring it up more, in a sense. So when I started this company, these boys heard about it, but they were still working. So me and One headed off this project together. And when these boys got laid off, I pulled them in and said, look, I have something going. It's not a big thing, but I have a startup going. Jump on board, let's see what we can work with, what we can dish out. And in time to come, hopefully, if we can do it fast enough, this can be a full-time career for you guys. So these boys came in, started playing games, Valorant, and I said, hey, you've got a knack for this game, you know. I hardly play games. Yes, I like to play games, but I hardly play it. But these guys kind of found a knack for it, and I said, look, can you all lead this? I think we have something going here, right? Can you all lead this? So they're getting, in a sense, more committed to it. So it looks like Turney Hub has its foundation for a small little gaming house kind of a thing going, and we look to build on it there further. And while we have also the content creation team on the other hand, dishing out content. So on the other hand, one hand we have gaming, on the other hand we have our content creation team.
For the time being, I'm just riding the wave together with Turney Hub because it's like a totally new industry for me about gaming, But being where we are today in this world today, where it's not looking at as a career, maybe I can consider it as well, because nowadays if you see, people are earning or making money by doing streams of their games and so on. So maybe through Turney Hub, while training, I can use it as a platform for me, to start being a streamer, something that. So for now, that's the plan, because I want to do something different in life.
But if you're going to ask me to talk about Scott, how do I find what type of person he is, I would say this guy is multi-talented. You can give him anything, bro. Give him anything, and this guy will be able to miss it. That's one thing good about him.